What's up, everybody? It's Stefan here from Mod to Fame, and in today's video you're going to learn everything that you need to know about Dodge big announcement, power brokers. Let's jump into it. Let's go.
These power brokers will offer direct connection performance parts that are only available through these designated dealers. And we're not talking mud flaps and stickers here. These are the factory performance parts that you've been asking for, like Hellcat and Red Eye stage kits, tuned and updated with a direct connection PCM tuning module. These kits are emissions compliant and they won't violate your factory warranty. Our Stage 2 kit delivers a nearly 100 horsepower increase, and Stage 3 is under development for even more.
So if you haven't seen it already, Dodge announced about 2 days ago the direct connection as well as their power brokers. We're going to break down those two different things, explain to you what it is and how it's going to mean something to you if you own a Dodge Hellcat or Hellcat Red Eye. So let's start with direct connection. This is something that is not new from Dodge. This is something that has been around for quite some time. As a matter of fact, they reference it as dating back to the 70s. And what it is specifically is the ability to buy their best of parts, whether that means race parts from the drag pack or drive shafts from the Demon, or parts that come in their highest of models that you can now put on your Hellcat. They're going to offer that through their dealer network, which is called the direct connection. As for right now, that stuff is locked. When one time I busted an axle on a Red Eye, it was like one of the hardest things to get from Dodge. I had to prove the VIN, but I didn't want to supply the VIN because I didn't want it to get tracked back to the car, and it was just a whole big thing. I'm like, why can't I just buy a Demon / Red Eye axle? Well, it's because Dodge had it locked down at the time. So direct connection will allow you to buy those parts for your Hellcat to make it compatible to that of a Demon. Or they're going to sell things as much as, from what I've seen from the preview, drag pack engines and other parts that are available to their race vehicles that you'll be able to buy through your dealer network that is currently locked down, that you're not allowed to buy. So the direct connection is really good in and of that sense. If you're building your Hellcat to a point where you want to be able to match that of a drag pack or a Demon, you can do that through Dodge, which is the best trusted source because they are the ones that produce the product. So if you can get it from them, you know you're getting the authentic thing. As well as if you're buying it through the dealer network, there's a certain level of trust that comes along with that. So for me, I really like the idea of the direct connection. Pretty simple. But power brokers is a whole nother horse of another color. What is the power brokers? So this is also not the first time that Dodge is doing this. They may be naming it something different and maybe a different type of program that they're calling it, but the premise is the same. From what I remember, it is with the Dodge Neons. You used to be able to buy a Dodge Neon SRT4 and you can buy stage 1, 2, and 3 packages, which increase the power, and you can get that through the dealership and still retain your warranty. That was the first time I had ever seen anything like that. I thought it was the craziest thing. Similar manufacturers that do this is BMW with Alpina. They have a program for that. Dodge doing it with the SRT4 was the last time I had seen it. And then they tried to reintroduce it, I think 2015, 2016 with the Scat Pack, where it was supposed to be a stage 1, 2, and 3. Stage 1 was something that you can buy from the dealership, have installed, and still drive on the street. Stage 2 and 3 was not street legal. You had to sign a waiver that you were not going to be driving this vehicle on the street. It was going to be for competition use only. And that's thanks to our friends at the EPA, where they would keep control of that. Great premise, great idea, but unfortunately it was not well executed. The dealerships, most of the dealerships knew nothing about it. I have very close relationships and very close ties to some specific dealers who sell upgraded performance parts through their network and through their Dodge dealership, who explained to me that they would do these packages to some cars that went to other places in the country. They would take the vehicle in for service and their warranty would get denied, although it was a Mopar product, because their sister stores didn't even know it existed. So unfortunately, that was not a successful program for Dodge because of the rollout, the fact that the stores didn't know about it. Not to mention, in addition to that, it was very expensive. But expense is relative, right? It was very expensive based on the amount of power you gained versus the cost, right? So with this new rollout for Hellcats and Red Eyes, I think this is an opportunity for Dodge to really get it right this time. It's a great premise, great idea, and if executed well, it could work out really, really well for Mopar fans, right? So most of us, we buy a Hellcat, we buy a Red Eye, or we buy a car, and you know, for the first few weeks, we're happy, it's fast, it's oh my God. Then you notice a couple months later, it doesn't feel as fast. You're like, well, let me get a little bit more out of it. The initial thing is, let me see who tunes these cars. You find a good tuner or a good builder, and you say, hey, you know, give me another 100 horsepower out of this car. And it works, it's great, but unfortunately, you've just voided your warranty on your $90,000 car. That hurts when you think about it. The fact that you totally lose warranty for what is really not that big of a difference. Hey, yo, don't forget, Dodge Charger, Widebody, big Purp. You know what it is, man. That's right. Can you believe that we are giving this thing away? All that we put into it, every dime, every penny, everything, it doesn't matter. The customization from the crazy Widebody kit to the crazy purple wrap to the crazy custom interior with the white with the diamond stitch to the starlight roof to the suede headliner to the wheels to the lowering to the lighting, whether that be headlights, underglow, everything. You can take this car right now, go straight to a car show and bring home a trophy. And all you got to do is visit modtofame.com and get your next t-shirt right now, or your next hat, or your next hoodie. All of it available right now on modtofame.com. Just remember to hit one of the top 10 items that enters you to win. All right, back to the video. So the premise is excellent in that, just to explain, Dodge is going to provide everything. You will be able to go to a power broker, which is going to be specific dealers in the country. If they roll it out correctly, this is how it should work. There should be some sort of a portal or online site to tell you which are power brokers in your area. You should be able to go to said Dodge dealership. You should be able to buy a stage 1, 2, or 3 for your Hellcat or Hellcat Red Eye. And from what I understand, stages 3 will take you up to about 100 additional wheel horsepower. And from the image that they shown and that I'm showing here, it's pretty exciting because that means they're going to allow you to pulley down on your supercharger. They're going to use something that looks a lot like something I've shown you many, many times. My car runs on a specific tuning software. We've talked about it at length. And the device that they're using, that they're putting into the program, looks almost identical to the device that I use for my car. So I'm 100% game, 100% for it. Going back to the scat packs, when they did the stage 2, 1, 2, and 3, in my opinion, the tuning was lacking and the infrastructure for tuning was lacking. But if they are using what I use for my Hellcat, the company that I use, which does hundreds of Hellcats a month, this is going to be very, very good because the system is already in place. It already works. You guys see how fast my car is, and you guys see the other cars that I've used this tuning software on, and it works flawlessly. So super excited that you'll be able to go to a Dodge dealership. They are going to provide the PCM swap. They are going to provide the tuning software and the device. They will provide the pulley and all the other necessary hardware. More than likely, especially with Red Eyes, you probably won't have to do an injector change if the pulley is big enough. So it could just be a win-win-win. Now, does that mean 100 wheel horsepower? Probably not. But this car when it was still stock engine, stock blower and all that stuff, I put the tuning software that we're talking about with one of their preloaded tunes, and I've used their 93 octane tune and picked up 30 wheel horsepower. I can see 60 wheel horsepower, which is equivalent to 100 at the crank, which is what Dodge is probably quoting you. I do have some concerns. The program is absolutely phenomenal, the idea and the concept. My concern is that the rollout, again, they have an opportunity to get it right this time. And if they get it right this time, it'll be great. If they do not get it right, then you're gonna have people buying Hellcats and Hellcats red eyes, taking them back to the dealership to say, hey, I'd like to do a stage 1, 2, or 3. And the dealership is gonna be like, I don't know what you're talking about. A lot of times people ask, well, how is this possible given that the EPA is cracking down so much on modifying your car? Well, that's the beautiful thing about these cars. They leave a lot on the table. They leave a lot on the table from the factory. Like I said, I picked up 30 wheel horsepower. So for an example, you're still retaining your cats, you're still retaining your full exhaust. From what I can see that they're offering in their package, you'd still be retaining all the things that's needed in order to still pass emissions. So you won't have any emissions issues. You'll just have extra horsepower and you'll still have warranty. Honestly, at the drag strip, with 60 extra wheel and a Hellcat red eye, with a tire and a capable driver, that is a 9-second car. That is a 9-second car all day long. So literally, you will be able to buy a car from the dealership, leave that dealership, put tires on it with your stage 2 or whatever it's gonna be, and go and run 9s. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So I say all of that to say the program is phenomenal. This is everything that I know. It's also everything that the dealer body knows. I called very connected people in the dealer bodies and they don't know. So the thing that I would suggest, your next steps, if this is something that you're interested in, connect with dealers that currently offer a lot of performance work outside of just service work and warranty work. So a particular dealer that I use, that I bought this engine from that's in this car, I bought a built 426, which is a pistons, rods, Mulliner crank, 426 that's in this car right now. I still retain my stock heads, but the bottom end I bought from Steve White Motors. In addition to buying that bottom end from them, I've bought 2 transmissions because I've been through 2 transmissions in this car in the last year. It's a manual trans car, but it makes, the car makes upwards of 1,200 wheel horsepower. So the stock transmissions can't hold. So I've been through 2 of them already this year, but each time I got it from Steve White, hassle-free. I have people that I know that I refer to them that are getting engines from them. All of my dealer parts I buy from them. So Steve White Motors have been extremely helpful. They're in Concord, North Carolina. Connecting with a dealer like that, they're going to know before everybody else knows because they already do a lot of performance work with Mopar, the Mopar Performance Division. There are a few other dealers like that. I don't have relationships with them, so I just gave you a reference to one that I know and one that I think would know about this program once it is officially rolled out. Unfortunately, Dodge has not given any dates. They haven't given any real information. They just saying that this thing is coming. So hopefully once they roll it out, they do a much better job than they did with the Scat Pack. That's all I can really say. Oh, listen to that whistle. I thought I'd give you guys a little rev. Well, guys, that's my monster that I built. Let's see what Dodge does, man. Really excited to see what they do with these cars. I think they're going to take them a long way, I'll tell you that. And it's good to know that they're trying to go out with a bang. So I wish for the best, I really do. But if you like this video, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification so you don't miss no more videos. And remember, if you want your own Dodge, you can win one here. You can win my Widebody Dodge Charger RT. That's right, man. I call it Big Purp, and it could be yours. This one ain't going nowhere. This one is here to stay. We put a lot into this one. But the Widebody Charger, that could be all yours by visiting modtofame.com right now and getting your entries to win. And you never know, man. I've already given away Chrysler 300 that we put a lot into. That was giveaway number 1. This is giveaway number 2. Anyway, check that out. Appreciate y'all, man, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. To all my Hellcat Red Eye and Hellcat owners who are interested in the Power Brokers dealer network, give it a couple months. Let's see what they come out with. All right, until the next one, it's your boy Stephen here from Mod to Fame, and we out.